Hello, I'm Sean Gibson from Tech Britain, and today we're in Derry at the first CultureTECH festival. I'm really happy to be joined by Phil Campbell from Inlifesize.
That's right.
It's nice to meet you, Phil.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm good, thank you. Phil, do you want to introduce yourself and talk a little bit about Inlifesize?
Phil Campbell, Inlifesize. Yeah, I'm a games designer. I've been a game designer for many, many years. I worked on a lot of big projects, and now I finally own something. I started my own company in Belfast a year ago with my friend and partner Greg McGuire. We're called Inlifesize. Greg is a veteran of the movie industry, and I'm a sort of architect and gamer, game designer. So we thought we'd put the two worlds together and see if we could create something different. And our first game, Fairy Magic, came out last week on the App Store. It's augmented reality, so it's very nice. It's our own proprietary. Blah, 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 blah. It's our own tech. I knew I shouldn't have said proprietary. It's our own tech, and we're very proud of it, and it's just the start of hopefully a lot of more meaningful things that we can do here with our little company.
Oh, fantastic. And you're actually based in San Francisco, though, are you?
Yes, I've lived in San Francisco for 20 years now, but I'm from Portrush originally, just up the coast. I always wanted to find a way of giving back and getting back to Ireland, and so Greg and I decided we'd start a company in Belfast, have a wee office there, and start employing local people and students and friends, and we've ended up, we have people all around the world kind of helping us here and there, making fairies and making animations, and so really it's nice that I can still keep my own life over there in San Francisco that I've built for myself and my kids and my wife, but now I have a great excuse to come back to Ireland as often as I want and check things out here again.
It's got to be fantastic in terms of being able to bring the experience you have from being based in San Francisco. I mean, of course, you're just down the road from Silicon Valley,
yeah,
and bring that across to Belfast, and just. Well,
there's a benefit in both areas of the world. I mean, obviously, San Francisco is a good place to be. It's right beside Apple. It's very good in development terms for the contacts we can make, and potentially in the future the money we can raise. Although we're completely funded by Northern Irish sources, so I love the idea that what we can do with that is having our base of operations over here. We really can draw on the universities, we can draw on the talent here, we can build something, and events like this, like the CultureTECH experience. And I came here for the last and spoke at the last Derry experience like this, Imagine Create, I think it was called, and I think all of this, and it's like me talking to the schools today, all of it reinforces in people's mind space the idea of technology. And really my area, my idea of it is that how can I bring that out into the physical world? I'm not interested in just creating a solely digital experience anymore, and I think CultureTECH, just from listening to the amazing speakers and things that are here already, and to follow this afternoon, are people that are trying to bring this out into your real world. And the funny thing is, getting into augmented reality, which sounds awfully mathematical and posh, but really it's just people wanting to enhance your real life rather than some kind of fake second life. I think the idea is that you now start to really make a difference to people's lives. And the idea is, once we've established our technology and figured out how to do it properly and how to make it social, we're going to have people playing with their friends, their families, in local places. That sounds funny, but rather than it being this big kind of crazy global community of Facebook or something, it's based on people you really know, people you really like, your family, and you play it in places that you spend all your time in. Your home, your garden, your kitchen, your school. I don't want to take up all your time, but yes, that's the goal anyway. And by the virtue that it has this real physical presence, I felt it had to be all about. A lot of it is about the place it's built in and the talent that you're using to build it, which is home. Home to me.
I mean, we love to hear that at Tech Britain. That's what we're about, trying to show that there is the potential to stay in the UK.
And the infrastructure and everything here is so amazing, and the workforce is so experienced and talented, and the schooling, I think, is so great that, I wish I had that sometimes transplanted to where I am, but then I realize that there's a reason why people like me can go away forever and then but are drawn back to something.
Well,
know?
that's music to our ears. So, and what brings you to
I'll just keep
CultureTECH?
singing.
Yeah. How did you get involved in CultureTECH?
I was at actually Invest NI. I was at a dinner over in San Francisco. I like to get in all the dinners, you know, the free food, but you meet incredible people and the infrastructure, the web that Invest NI are spreading over in the States is really great. There's a lot of people getting involved with it. I just met Mark at a dinner and agreed to do it. And I've come over here to do a lot of talks. So I was the keynote speaker down in Dublin for GIG, and I think anything I can do, they put me on a plane and I'll come over, and I'll have to change my slides and my presentation sometime soon, but it's getting tweaked as I develop more and more stuff, you know. So I just trying to figure out the lessons I've learned working with Tomb Raider and James Bond and The Godfather and all the stuff I've done in the past. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what lessons I learned and how my techniques and design abilities were used there and how I did that, and trying to translate it so it also maybe generation of students can understand that as well, and maybe it'll help.
Fantastic. And what's the plans for the future, Phil?
We're sitting in. Seriously, this is what's so great about computer gaming, is that we're sitting in rooms discussing whether it should be dinosaurs, dragons, or unicorns, and that's living. You know, that takes me back to my days with Lego when I was saying, "I'll just put a dinosaur in the corner," you know, and they'll build it for you. I think that's the excitement. Is we want to see. We don't know where exactly we're going to go with it, but we're already planning our next generation of kind of flying things that personally interact with you. So.
Fantastic. Well, I'd like to say it's been a pleasure, Phil, and thank you. And
no, thank you.
Enjoy the rest of
Thank you
CultureTECH.
Thank you.
Thanks.